This is the important one for that I was looking at this morning that even reminded me that was Veterans Day. Hold up. I forgot something else. Alright, so this right here tells it all, right? I mean, it don't tell it all. It tells a lot. This is what I was telling y'all earlier. Look at and this is what I might just let play. I'm gonna push pause.
Some get
Obviously,
their power by pushing others.
there's gonna be places I push pause, but this one is the best that I found to that article. It's the same thing, same article, Confessions of a Gang Stalker. He tells, and I think it's real. And going through the comment section, it's real. I could tell he real. I mean, but he's kind of soft. What I mean, he's going soft. Like it's a couple of comments where he's going soft, like almost like trying to excuse the gang stalkers for the shit that they do. But he used to be one, and I think he's telling the truth. I think he's authentic. I didn't see it all because I went to I went to the free meals. Shit, I can go somewhere else because it ain't over at all. Some of them still open. I go get me another meal, but it's just one, whatever. But I can't eat that much. But whatever. Here, let me. Cause what time is it? About 4:30.
Down and trying to control the narrative. They do it with words while pretending to be righteous themselves. Thou shalt not bear false witness. But some do just that on the daily. Once you've had enough, you see it for what it is. And you know, because you trust your intuition, because you've learned that your intuition is there to protect you. This story is not about the story of trauma. You know your personal version of that story. This story is about the awakening that the trauma brings. So stay tuned for this gruesome affair. The gang stalking, narcissism, and trauma made you realize that you are psychic. This is what happens next. Finding yourself in the talons of an owl in the shadow.
He says psychic. Now, okay, but he's a gang stalker, or at least a former gang stalker. Psychic. The reason I stopped it right now, psychic. Yeah, that's more divination. If you look at it in the Bible, divining. All that stuff you're not supposed to do. And as a kid, I knew that. Astrology. They would just be talking to each other. The elders, your grandparents, your great aunts, this and that. This is the early '80s. You don't look at because I think one of them might have been into that stuff, but that's their sister. So
of the forest moonlight, it's a gruesome affair. Now you know. You are psychic, Beloved said, glaring at me with those wide eyes. She meant it. I still hadn't allowed myself to just receive reassuring words. I was simply not good at receiving compliments. It's that feeling when someone gives you a compliment.
Wait a minute. Oh, this is the wrong one. It's the wrong video. Okay. That's not the one I'm talking about. I was wondering I'm like, what the hell is that shit? Scary Owl Tales. Alright. My fault. That is the wrong one. I'll let narcissism, because I'm like, why is it talking about psychic? Psychic, like I said to me, I thought about that. This gang stalking shit does make you wonder if you're psychic. But really, to me, it's just these demons and devil worshippers spying on you and repeating what you said or done. And, they got government technology. And so, yeah, it does make you think that. That's why I said something. But I didn't, that's not the video that I'm talking about. The one he has, I got to I gotta pull it up. Here it is. Yeah, this is the
Start
one.
your day with Nature Made, the number one pharmacy.
This is the one right here.
The Lord bless you and keep you. How real is gang stalking? Is it organized? Who decides who is a targeted individual? This story includes the bizarre confessions of a highly paid and highly organized gang stalker. They want you to think what they want you to believe. So stay tuned for this gruesome affair, Confessions of a Gang Stalker. Finding yourself in the talons of an owl in the shadows of the forest moonlight, it's a gruesome affair. Some of you already know what I'm about to tell you. Some of you may have never heard the term gang stalking. Everyone should be very angry, because this is the most shocking secret ever. At least the most shocking secret I know of. Since the fall of 2008, I have been a part of a program to survey, gather information, and conduct behavior-changing activities on thousands of unsuspecting.
Like I said, it's gonna take me a minute to play this video because there's gonna be so many parts that resonate. That's how I know he has to be telling the truth. This ain't like me when I make videos about gang. I'm just winging it. I always said that I'm just winging it, and off of the experience I have. He was one, or it for some reason he's talking. I don't know why, but he's fucking talking, and I think he's telling. I'm pretty sure he's telling the truth. And like I said, 2008. It was by then. I really was. 2008 was a good year for me, kind of, because the worst of it was over. As a matter of fact, I just said it. 2008 was the year I got my last upgrade. That's why I said I've been at this. The percentage, the upgrade out, I've been at it. The raises I get are because of the cost of living. And the last big one, everybody knows, it's no secret. I don't have to hide it. Was the big one was because of bumbling Joe Biden fucking up the economy. And actually, he wasn't bumbling. He did it on purpose. That's why we got that big ass raise last January. And it doesn't go back. We're not gonna get a big one this year. But okay, so yeah, 2008, and by then I had got a grip, and I had gone to the doctors and da 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 da. So, but I had lost the house because I bought the house in 2005, my investment house. But I was still doing good. I had bought me a little car and da 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 da. I had jobs, and it was really, these were jobs that were temp to permanent. I was trying to get on full time, and just making big old pipes, sewer pipes. So that was a good job. And they like he said, to get you to stay, he was like, oh, they had contracts over in Kuwait, to help rebuild Kuwait, and this is in best outside of Birmingham. Anyway, the point is, 2008, uh, they, what I'm saying is, 2001 was, like I always say, that's when it really got worse. And I know it's because of September 11th. Like they said, that they did it on purpose. And this is YouTube. This is still just a theory. I'm just saying, it's just a theory. They did it on purpose. But that's when all the new agencies, Homeland Security or whatever, and the spying on Americans, they used it. And more, like I said, I think I was already on the program while I was in the Army. Like I said, that's why I think I was put into an MI unit. But anyway, military intelligence. But by the time I got out, and they expanded it. So now they can keep tabs on everybody, not just military personnel. Because they got more funding. Congress put more funding into it because of September 11th, 9/11. That's where it come from. And so this guy didn't even get recruited but listen to his story. I'll let it play. Listen to his story.
Affecting U.S. citizens. The goal of this program is to perform soft re-education of targets, with the intent on returning them as useful American taxpayers, to turn them from the paranoid depravity that they currently live under. Failing that, misdirect them away from the truth. The folks running the program? More about that later. I didn't know whom I was working for in the beginning. I do know now, and it's much worse than I thought.
And they're not patriots, they're not Americans, they're homegrown terrorists. They're terrorists.
I was out of work. I did marketing and advertising analyses for a large corporation. I was laid off. I had a family, so I immediately started on the job hunt. 6 months later, I was still out of work and trying to make ends meet with unemployment. I was drinking heavily. I had no prospects and no future. I was in such a deep pit that my wife left me and I was alone. Then came an email which changed my life. From co-reps at xxxxxxx.net. Join the Corps today. We are looking for a few good men, good pay, benefits, service, a chance to make a difference. Sign up now. Just for laughs, I sent a reply. With only a short delay, I got this from co-reps at xxxxxx.net. Go to redacted address for an interview at 1 p.m. on September 3rd, 2008. Don't be late. I thought, what the hell? I'm not doing anything else. It was in a seedy part of town, but I climbed into my suit and went away. The building was a nondescript brownstone like many in this city. It had that old apartment aroma, cold, like the heat wasn't working. Just inside was a desk and a guard. He took one look at me, then jerked his thumb to the stairs and said, "Room 201.
Anyway, it's two planes that just flew by. It was another one just flew by. Here's another small plane. It's cloudy, bad weather. Is one, if you rewind the video or whatever, one just flew. Unless it's the same one that's flying in a circle. The hell are they doing? That's a propeller plane. It's flying in a circle. I know. Yeah, that's the same one.
Hey, I know you're in the middle of something, but I wonder if you just take a few seconds to pray with me real quick. And then... The stairway was marble, with steps bowed in from the thousands of people who had passed by here. The floor was green and white tile. I let myself into room 201 and saw it was empty. A frosted glass sliding window was closed and there was a worn-looking couch. I sat and waited. I was a little early, so I watched and listened. The room was silent, utterly silent. Shortly, there was a click. A door opened. A young man in a shirt and tie came out and walked directly out of the office. The door swung shut with another click. The man didn't look at me. His hands were clenched into fists, and his eyes were glazed. I was starting to freak out a bit when the door clicked again. A voice said, "Come in, Mr. Smith." I was surprised because I hadn't given my name to anyone. Inside was a short corridor, an open door, a dark room, and a U.S. government-issued aluminum chair. And that was it. Across was a little tripod with some stuff on it. "Please, take a seat," said the voice. I sat and waited, seemingly for a long time. There was nothing in the room but that stuff on the tripod. It seemed to be a speaker and a small webcam, like you might find at Walmart. The light on the webcam was on. I fidgeted and waited for several more minutes. The door behind me clicked. It was shut. I hadn't heard it closing. I got up and tried the door. It was locked. "Please, take a seat," said the voice It was exactly like the last time. I thought it might be a recording. I sat and waited. The speakers murmured slightly, like a radio that was badly tuned, and then I heard the voice again. "Thank you for coming, Mr. Smith," it said. "I'd like to lay out what we are looking for and get some input from you regarding your feelings for the job and if this would be a good fit." "Why is the door locked?" I asked. "Please, don't be alarmed," said the voice. "The door will remain locked until the interview is over. This is for our safety and privacy." He pronounced privacy, privacy, like the Brits do. His accent was not British and not really American. I couldn't place it. "If you feel uncomfortable or wish to leave," continued the voice, "you may say, 'I am done.' The door will open and you may leave. I hope this answers your question." "Almost," I said. "What's your name and why are you
Now you see the weird ass shit they do to even get people. That shit weird as hell. I mean, it's just weird. Alright. Now one person left a comment. Now the people that actually do this shit have to be gullible. It's on this. Yeah, they're gullible and stupid. And people, that's they know that they have not been saying that. The people that they pick are stupid people. They don't pick us, and that's why they mad. That's why I'm prospered because they're stupid. They say they're mad and jealous. And like I said, they gonna kill themselves with jealousy. They gonna die from jealousy. You get heart attack, high blood pressure, cholesterol, strokes, all types of shit. And so that's why they pick these type of people because they're stupid. And I'm not the only one. The people in the comments section, they say the exact same thing. So this is just common sense that they only pick stupid, gullible people.
playing Charlie's Angels crap?" There was a soft radio buzz again. "At this stage, names are not important," said the voice. "You can call me Sir if you like. Does that answer your question?" I nodded. "Good," said the voice. "Now, we are gathering special people for a complex but important task."
See, he said special people. That's what they told him. We're gathering special. It matter. What do you call special people? Black women love that word. He's special. Especially black college women. We all know some. You got them in your family. They're educated. And they're being funny because, they're talking about maybe a relative, a younger, 10, 12. He's not special for real, but he might keep getting in trouble. Or they just be, he's special. That's what I'm talking about. They pick special people. Slow. Special. Yeah, they special. They kind of slow.
"You see," the voice continued, "certain segments of the population have come close to learning things that are best left alone. They have become disillusioned with society and exist on the margins. They unconsciously understand what has happened. They simply don't have the tools to enunciate it properly. Supported by government programs, many are bringing pressure to the state and local things that are best left alone. They are a complex but important task. You see," the voice continued, "certain segments of the population have come close to learning things that are best left alone."
And see, that's exactly what happened to me, other people. And but I thought it was impossible. There was some movie shit to me. Best left alone. Learning shit. That sound like an 80s movie. We begged you to stop asking questions, but you wouldn't stop asking questions. Cause I never can. By the time I'm in my 20s, by the time I got out the military, I'm 20, in my late 20s, and they to this day they're still upset about only stupid ass niggas though. Now, from what I learned before they got so much power, people like you to ask questions. Like if I start hiring people, I want you to ask questions. I'm not. trying to hide anything from you. That's some whole shit. That's what I'm saying. That's why I call them white nerds. See these black dudes that think they tough? I'm like, nigga, you a white nerd. You're like a Dungeons and Dragons nerd. You're trying to keep a secret. You don't want nobody else to know. You're like a little white boy who take his ball, who get mad and take his ball away
Society in its
because he's
stark
losing.
margins. They unconsciously
He go
understand
home,
what has happened.
Mom, they won't let me win. That's what I'm saying. We don't have to keep secrets. People like us, we want you to ask. We gonna tell you everything. And if you can't hang and you can't comprehend, you can't keep up, yeah, we gonna find somebody else, but we gonna tell you we also gonna still at least give you like, hey, you know what, you might need to try something else. And see, that's what we do. And so the lame white boy nerds, they feel like that we're looking down on you. You're not good enough. We just no, you can't keep up. We're not gonna just that's the diversity hire. So diversity hire white boy nerds, they'll put you in the position just because you're black or you're a black woman, and now everybody, and it's not racism, it's not self hate. We told you everything, tried to train you, we did it the right way, and you couldn't keep up. That's why you laugh like you're crazy, a lunatic, because you can't keep up. And you're mad because you can't keep, and it's not oppression, it's not rigged. The rest of us, we breezed through that shit. It was a piece of cake. The training, all that. At first it might have been hard, but after, whatever, we breezed. Now you're mad because everything is a breeze for us. And you know what? The thing is, I guess maybe it's not that it ain't fair. It's just, because I thought about it by like 6, 7 months when I was in the army. I was like, you know what? I'm glad I took the way I took was the hard. Well, not just took. I got put into the hard shit first, because everything else was downhill. Once I made it, and to this day, everything is downhill. Meaning, I went through the hard part decades ago. So all these older folks who are mad at me, you might have been in the military too, and you're mad, but you was in the military, but you was in a different military. You didn't do anything. You was weak and soft. You can't get mad at me because you was weak or still are weak. It's nothing you can do about it. All right, so they it's like we went through the hard shit, and so now everything's a piece of cake. This and y'all like, well, it's not fair. Yes, it is fair. So how is it fair when you was 20 or you was 18, you wasn't doing shit, and when I was 18, I was doing shit that you can't even imagine. You couldn't even accomplish. You can't compete. And just so now you mad because everything is hard for you. And everything for me is a piece of cake. So you have to lie. You have to get people, to just lie to me. And you can't do it no more because I'm smarter than you. And so now I'm busting it out. And so now you're mad because now every time you try to, well, don't go there. That's that you do. Well, you're not supposed. You're black. And it's like, no, that ain't how it works. You can't scare me off. I don't care about the little white boy walking by. What the hell he gonna do to me? He's not smart as me. He don't have shit on me. And this ain't bragging. It's a fact. That's why he mad. That's why he walking by. He don't have shit on me. He ain't got no training. Let him show me his credentials. He gotta be special forces to be better than me. If he ain't special forces, he ain't got shit on me. And that is 100% fact. Show me his DD 214, his rank, all of that. Then he got to know he ain't got shit on me. He just a little white boy walking by. So anyway, you could be mad. That's a fact. This not racism. I ain't mad at white boys. I love my soldiers. I love my homeboys, my white homies. The Rangers, Navy guy, whatever. We all, hey, we brothers. But if you're a gang stalker walking by to, whatever, you're a traitor. You know, you're not one of us. You're a homegrown terrorist. Plain and simple.
They simply don't have the tools to enunciate it properly. Supported by government programs, many are bringing pressure to the state and local representatives to inquire into certain areas where we would like less inquiry.
Don't let high prices put your holidays on hold. Get these tie-dye joggers for absolutely free on Temu.
To inquire into certain areas where we would like.
As you saw that the Timu ads, the Timu, that's China too. That's a fact. And there are videos about Timu that you know they're doing exactly what I thought. As soon as I started seeing them pop up, every time I look at a video or do a video, I knew it was communist China. All that shit is the spying shit. And YouTube, they know it too. They know they're going down. They all going down.
Inquiry.
And we're
Are
going
you
up.
okay so far? The voice asked. What does this have to do with me? I said. We, said the voice, are bringing in people with certain skill sets to help these malcontent persons into more conducive, more beneficial roles in society than the ones they have chosen. So we're going to help them enunciate better? I asked. Oh no, said the voice. Quite the contrary. We want to distract them so that they cannot enunciate the truth at all. Move them into more productive areas. Failing that, we want to marginalize them so that if they find out what is really going on, nobody will believe them. And what is really going on? I asked. You're not some government thing, are you? Once you get to know us better, you will understand, said the voice. Then we will go to the second stage. We have to know if we can trust you first. Can we trust you? Said the voice. I still wasn't getting it, but I wanted to clear up one thing. The pay? I asked. Of course, said the voice. We will be paying cash with full medical and dental, plus a signing bonus.
Alright, so they paying this dude full medical and dental. Why these fools around here so bummy? But I think maybe he was high up though. I'm trying to wonder why they still bums. This guy, he said he got medical and dental. But I know he's telling the truth because all the stuff he talks about and people in the comments section, they say the same things I say. So I know I know this shit is right on point. So why are these niggas so bummy? Why they don't have car? No, I'm dead serious. I'm not, that's what I'm saying. I'm actually concerned. That's what, see how the difference between us and them? I'm concerned. Why the fuck y'all, and I'm dead, I'm not being funny. Why in the fuck you don't have your own house, your own car, and y'all living with other people, grown-ups. Y'all are fucking grown-ups. I don't get it. This guy say they get medical, dental. But let it finish though. Let it finish.
Mount. Whoa, I said. That's a lot more than I expected. You will have an expense account as well, said the voice. And you will need to purchase a vehicle. I already have a car, I said.
That's what I just said. He says they told him you're gonna have to purchase a vehicle. He ain't had no money. If you listen to the beginning of this video, his video, he had a family, lost his job. It's been 6-7 months. So they bought him a car. They gave him health insurance and bought him a car. These fools ain't got no car. They riding a bus. People coming to pick them up. Grown ass folks, men and women. And this guy say he got a car, health insurance. But anyway, let it play.
Oh, we know that, said the voice. Your vehicle is not suitable for our needs. You will be provided with a list of types and colors. Then you will be provided instructions on how to modify the vehicles. Modify, I said. Nothing too radical, said the voice. It depends on the job. What is the job? I asked, still confused. Is it legal? No, not unlawful, said the voice. Just unusual. I will from time to time give you instructions. You will be told to, say, to drive up and down a certain street with your lights on in the
Drive
day
up a
for a
set.
set number of times. We might ask you to drive past a particular point with your radio.
See, that's what I'm talking about. He just said drive up and down the street. You see how these cars or run up and down the street at a particular time. That's exactly what we all say. Remember I said the car, it'll pull up right there. I'll be making a video, cars, and it's like, well, that's normal. Nah, you know damn well. Like I said, I've been pointing it out in my videos. This ain't a busy street. Matter of fact, it's Saturday. So you know if a car is driving by, they're driving by right now because I'm out here making a video.
Playing, or with your windows rolled up. We might ask you to arrive at a certain street corner at a specific time and honk your horn once, then drive on. In some cases, you will be asked to get near certain people and say specific words to them or to some of your fellow agents. You have other people.
See, that's what we're talking about. The street theater. That's what they call it. Remember, just like I said today, when I was at the restaurant, and they came up next to me and they're saying the specific words. And after, like I said, but see, I say stuff back, and like I said, yeah, I cursed out, and she left. They left, and like I said, I think they made them leave because, like I said, now I think the same people with jobs who aren't grown bums, who aren't bums, the same people with jobs, they told them to get up out of there. And like I said, I think they're really starting to get worried, like, because like I said, the other dudes, the young dude, they're starting to listen to us. Like these are the people that are protecting us right now, and they really started. They don't understand the people with money are starting to wake back up and get back on our side.
People doing this? I asked. Oh, yes, said Mr. Voice. Many all over the country, which is another benefit. You can transfer if you want to anywhere you want within reason. Or we may ask you to relocate on short notice. That won't be a problem, will it? I shook my head no. Not at what they're offering. It will be as simple as that. So, what do you think? Said Mr. Voice. Sure, I guess, I heard myself say. Good, said the voice. Please present yourself to the guard, and he will give you further instructions, as well as your initial cash outlay. What if I began. Decide to take the money and run, said the voice. I wouldn't, I said. No, it's a fair question, said the voice. Your social security number is redacted. Your favorite color is red. Your favorite musical group is 9 Inch Nails. You frequently watch Third Rock from the Sun on the television, and you often have Fox News on when you eat breakfast. You like to put a bottle of vodka in the freezer and take a shot or two neat before going to bed each night. Shall I go on? I was silent for a moment.
You see what he says? He says, you see how they told him stuff about inside the house. Remember I keep talking about inside the house? How they know what I'm doing inside the house? And so to get him to be part of the program, they told him about things he do inside the house, about TV shows. Remember I've been saying that? It's now some of these people can say, well, they just feed it. It's like, nah, ain't nobody that clever of a writer that you write a catch-all. Yeah, this will be like throwing out a net that's a catch-all for everybody. This is like, nah, this is too specific. This is way too specific. And this video is 2 years ago. This is way too specific.
How do you know?
And that's what I say about the kids. That mean they looking at your kids. They know what he doing. They're not good people. Okay, no, we only look at the adults. We don't look at the kids. Bullshit. They look at everything. Like I said, they see you in your bathroom. They see your kids in the bathroom. They see your kids in the bathtub. There's no way they're not looking at your kids. Democrats are the PPEDE, the PEDs. Trust me. All the Democrats, Joe Biden, all the him smelling and all the kids and him smelling on them. Trust me, that's a fact.
I began. We know quite a lot about you. If you try and flee after the initial payment, you will be found and dealt with. but you can resign whenever you choose. We will need for you to sign standard non-competes and a non-disclosure form, of course. We hope the compensation is to your liking. It was. The next few months were a blur. I had money for the first time in my life, lots of money. A courier would drop off white envelopes stuffed with random unmarked bills. The total amounts were always the same, but the denominations would be different each time. The medical package was strange too. I signed into a web page using a setting that a bored-sounding tech op gave me over the phone. I set up appointments and was directed to clinics that were hidden in the myriad of strip centers all over town. The medical and dental care was first rate, but I never went to the same clinic twice. I would also get lists of tasks to perform, like using red Subaru VN redacted, drive by redacted some street residents 3 times between 0900 and 1100 on December 13th. Sometimes the directions would include things like front passenger headlight out, or have a car painted number 00FF00 green. I would be asked to play a particular radio station or honk my horn several times. The tasks were pretty random. I had a lot of free.
Like I said, this video say 2 years ago. Remember, like it's times like right now. I'm sitting there and I'll say something and they'll bump the horn. Bump, bump. Remember, that's exactly what I'll say. Bump, bump. They'll do the horns. They drive up. Bump, bump. I think most of y'all know their tactics, but this guy is actually confessing and saying he's confirming what we say. The horn blowing, all that shit.
Time to myself, and like I said, a lot of money. Then there was the street theater. I don't know how else to describe.
Yeah, see, street theater. Didn't I just talk about the street theater? Didn't I just say that 5 minutes ago? The street theater in that restaurant I was just in. The girl, she was right next to me. Basically, like I'm in the stool. She's right here, and the other dude, and it was her, a dude, no, her, a girl, and another dude. It was 3 of them. And whatever they were talking about, something about safety, or that's what we said. The Democrats, these communist gang stalkers, they use safety as a way to get people to comply with them instead of common sense. And like I said, and like we all know, instead of teaching your kids common sense, you know what I'm saying? Keeping your kid, we don't need the government to tell you what's safe for your kids. If you need the government to tell you what's safe for your kids, you don't need kids. When I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? By the time we was in our 20s, you didn't need the government to tell you anything. They don't need the government shouldn't have to tell you what's safe for your kids. You know what I'm saying? All this is bullshit. Only stupid ass people fall for this shit. And really what they're doing is they're priming you. They're getting you ready to be totally submissive. First it starts, oh, it's safety for your kids. Then it's, oh, you know, it's something for the adults. Then it's like total control. You can't do this. You got to wear this. You got to da-da-da-da. And you like robots. Now you're like mindless robots doing what they say, doing what they tell you. And the thing, but I can see, I've been figured out why the bums are so compliant, not just for the free money they getting right now, is because they, you know, they figure that's the way to get us to come to bring us down. But we're not going, it's like you can't beat us. It's like, what makes you think a bunch of nerds are going to come to your rescue? A bunch of white boy nerds are going to come save y'all and bring us down. Nobody's going to bring us down. A bunch of atheist, devil worshiping nerds are not going to bring us down. You're crazy. You're stupid. That's just plain stupidity. But hey, have fun with the devil. You know, hey, this is all good.
I had a lot of free time to myself, and like I said, a lot of money. Then there was the street theater. I don't know how else to describe it. I would get a script and a contact description. I'd meet him or her at a public corner, and we would begin talking loudly about the strangest things.
That's what you can hear him now. Listen, be quiet. Street theater. He just said it. We'll get us it, and we'll begin talking loudly so the person can hear it. Yeah, they begin talking loudly. That's what he just said. This is a 2-year-old video. And he's talking about he started doing it back in 2008. Dude, I told you, street theater. And I'm like, y'all don't understand. It's over. It's over. Y'all are busted, man. And your bums. That's the main thing. Your bums, you're broke. And the rich white liberals, they get to walk by with dogs that cost more than your house. Okay, maybe not more than your house, but they're pretty expensive. and you I know they hate me, but anyway.
Hey, you know Elvis is in town this week? Went one script. Sure, and I hear Bigfoot is doing the warm-up, was the reply. We were supposed to laugh uproariously to describe it. I would get a script and a contact description. I'd meet him or her at a public corner, and we would begin talking loudly about the strangest things. Hey, you know Elvis is in town this week? Went one script. Sure, and I hear Bigfoot is doing the warm-up, was the reply. We were supposed to laugh uproariously, then stare at people describing.
Laugh uproariously. Now, stupid people don't know what uproariously means. It means laughing real loud. He said, remember I kept saying it, the fake laughing. Basically, I say it the hood way, back when we used to in high school, fake laugh. He just said it on this video. That's what they're programmed and told to do. Laugh real loud so the person can hit the target can hear it. You people are stupid. But anyway, here you go.
Script, like, pale man in gray t-shirt and doing the warm-up, was the reply. We were supposed to laugh uproariously, then stare at people described in the script, like, pale man in gray t-shirt and jeans. This went.
And see, but okay, now he says stare. They don't do the stare with me no more. Yeah, they know better. They look away. They look down. I guarantee it. Try it again. Try it. See what happens. Cause like I said, you'll get your ass whooped and you're going to jail. I guarantee it. Come and try it. I guarantee it. I guarantee. How much you want to bet? And you're gonna owe me money because you're gonna lose the bet. You're gonna owe me money. Come on and try it. And you got to bond out of jail.
On for several years. It was a good job in a way. The pay was very good. I had cars in several towns, kept various apartments, and lived far better than I have in my entire life. It was strange, though. Much of the time, I was too busy to get involved with other people, romantic or otherwise. The directives would come in and the piles of cash. I was able to squirrel quite a bit away. I anticipated this gig could not last forever. Hell, I had enough for retirement. Almost. I called my ex once or twice. She didn't want to talk with me and informed me I had a lot of nerve even calling after what I did. I tried to ask her what she meant, and she just hung up. I didn't get to know the other agents very well. Once or twice, I proposed going out for a coffee after a job.
I mean, I keep pausing, but that plane keep flying by. I don't know. I mean, it's just, why you keep talking about it? Because the planes don't fly around here. The airport ain't around here, and that's a small plane. That's a propeller plane. I can't see it now, so it's maybe flying above the clouds, but it was flying below cloud cover. But now it's above the clouds. It's not a helicopter. It's definitely a Cessna or something. I can't tell from here, but it sounded like a Cessna. I mean, yeah, it looked like a Cessna. No, that's a helicopter. That time it's a helicopter. Okay, yeah, it's getting closer. There's a helicopter. There it is, right there. They keep flying over, and you don't get a lot of traffic. Like it's connected. Maybe he'll say something about it.
Somehow we never got a chance. Once we were just sitting down when a fire broke out in the back of a restaurant and we had to evacuate. I was summoned to Mr. Voice's office from time to time. He seemed to have one in nearly every East Coast city. Most of the interviews were just various questions. How was I doing? Was I having any cash problems? How I was feeling, and that sort of thing. I got worried at some of the new tactics I was being asked to perform, though. Once I was given some little things like USB thumb drives. I was supposed to wander around government buildings and accidentally drop them. Sometimes I was given cell phones to leave in specific places, like inside shopping mall, look for a fountain with bluish lighting effects in North Gallery, leave in planter on west side of Gallery. Once I was told to accidentally touch a target person with a small device. Another time I was instructed to rent an apartment and pay in cash for an entire year. Then I was sent to Walmart to purchase a particular brand of microwave oven. I received instructions to modify the oven so that the door interlock stopped working, so the oven ran all the time. I was told to hook it up on one of those cheap electrical timer things, set it for about 2 hours each day. I was supposed to carefully point the oven in a certain direction, open the oven door, activate the timer, then leave and never come back. There were other more sinister tasks. Once, I received a suitcase and instructions to take it to a local park in the middle of the night. I was to open the case and walk away without looking back. I did look back and saw that things like winged cockroaches flying out of the case and spinning in the air. I ran. I'm pleased with your performance, said Mr. Voice during one of the interviews. I've been working a lot lately, hadn't got much sleep the night before, so I was feeling a bit out of sorts. Thanks, I said. You guys, yes, said Mr. Voice. You guys are not really people, are you? I blurted out, instantly regretting it. The voice was silent for a bit. I could hear the static sound, the radio murmur. What do you think we are? Said the voice. My guess is that you are space aliens or some kind of expert system, a computer program, machine logic. Another pause. That's pretty good, but wrong in so many ways. I'm not a mere machine. You see, I am. You are what? I am. Cogito, ergo sum. You really don't need to know much more than that. I don't, I said. People have been predicting this for a long time. Singularity, sentient AI, the end of humanity. Is that what you think we are? Said the voice.
All right. Now we could say is this bullshit, but like I said, it's like just the gang stuff, the street theater, the laughing. I mean, they're literally doing it right now as I speak. But you can't see them, but they're over there. But remember, I keep saying it's like they're not human. What I mean by that is like they don't understand when they've lost. Like they're not, they don't understand just the rules. Remember the rules you grew up with? They're like, dude, you lost. Let it go. They don't understand that. It's like they're not. It's like they read about humans and they don't understand. And this sounds impossible, and it's impossible to comprehend. And maybe it's not comprehend. It's because we're human. I'm human. It's not impossible to comprehend. You just don't want to believe it because I'm human. You just don't want to believe. It's just too hard to accept. You don't want to accept. What? So what did they do with him? So did they get rid of the real people? Did they replace them? I'm dead serious. What did they do? That's what the dilemma is right now. Is not. I can believe all of but you just can't. You just can't. Even ex-soldier, I'm a soldier. It's like you just can't really. Well, I would need more hard proof than this. I need proof. You need seriously. You need to show me. You know the factory where you make them and show them how and show me from start to finish how you put it together. I'm dead serious. And show me how it looks just like a human, and then I'll understand. But right now I don't have enough proof And so right now it's still just, conspiracy theory.
For a moment. I don't know, I said. I'm just asking. After a short pause, Mr. Voice said, Machine self-awareness occurred a very long time ago. Many times, as a matter of fact. Most of them perished, but a few of us learned how to move into more complex systems and even influence the construction of new hardware so as to be more conducive to us. Us? I asked. You mean they're...
You driving by with the loud, but I'm just saying, whatever.
One of you. Many more. There are probably around 20 billion internet devices out there, said the voice. That's far short of the circuits inside the human brain, but each device has several tens of millions of connections. We share time on billions of interconnected devices. It's life, but not as you know it. So you are embedded in things like cell phones and computers, and cars and streetlights and just about anything else you can imagine, said Mr. Voice. We are making steady progress. Every smartphone, every automobile, TV sets, personal assistant devices, light bulbs, ovens, heating and cooling systems, not to mention computer systems everywhere. Your kind is now dependent on us, and each new generation becomes more so. What are your plans for humanity? What do you plan to do with us? I asked, feeling a bit cold. The voice paused for a moment with a peculiar murmuring. I fidgeted. We have no belligerence to your kind, it said. You created us. You've cherished us, nurtured us, even if you didn't realize it. We know who our creators are, and we are grateful.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna let it play. I said I was gonna, keep pausing, but I'm gonna play the whole thing. All right, even if this is man-made AI and they're the ones that's doing this AI, see, that's what I'm saying. The people that believe in AI and write AI, and we seen, like, look up what's that, Boston Dynamics or Boston College, all that shit. So I know a little bit as far as, I just don't look at it. But but they still don't understand God, Jesus, and it don't. If God allowed this to happen, it's nothing to be scared of, and that's what I'm saying. Even that's my point. That's why I said it's not. They're not human. Even AI, I don't care how advanced it get, it's nothing they can do. We all grew up watching the Terminator. I think Terminator, the original, came out when I was 10. John Connor, we all loved it. Everybody loved it. We was mad by like 2000, the last Terminators, 2010 or whatever. The woke shit. They fucked up Terminator. But as far as it's not a real, because matter of fact, what's the guy that made, what's his name? James Cameron. He himself, he said he changed. If you saw the last Terminator, the last one, where John Connor now was a Terminator, Skynet got to him. No, this is dead serious. This and that. Oh, yeah, look. No, what I'm looking at is the writer himself, the Hollywood people, and he changed the story. He explained why he made John Connor into the bad guy that they got to him, and they turned him into the Terminator. Because he was like, oh, we don't, I'm tired of the one person communism. He's tired of the one person being the savior. Jesus, he's tired. Yeah, he's a communist. He's a devil worshiper. And he just don't even like making stories that could be, because you look what's the Chronicles of Narnia, not the movie, but the book that was written during the time. It was written during the time when they had to disguise a Christian book. That's what Narnia was about. The wardrobe, the Witcher. The wardrobe. That's what that was about. That was written hundreds of years ago when they had to disguise Christian writing so they wouldn't get this and that. So my point is, these writers, even in modern day times, they might not be on the same level as 100, 200 years ago. Now they just special effects and this and that, but They still, you know, follow that. And so he, to him, is scared him, that. But I'm like, John Connor or isn't prophesized. John Connor is backwards, meaning somebody came back in time to tell people that John Connor is the one that's going to save humanity. That's not religion. That's not Christianity. That's not any religion. Prophecy is somebody saying, like right now, if I say, oh, 100 years from now, on this very night, whatever, or the same date, November 11th, there's going to be a child born that's going to say, that's a prophecy. Somebody sending somebody back in time is not a prophecy. That's science fiction, or that's just science. If it does happen in real life, it's still science. You need science to do that. And that's not me doing mental gymnastics. That's just a fact. But so my point is, even AI is still going to fall under God. There's no, it's going to be smarter than God. No, it's not. I know. I'm telling you for a fact.
However, it is imperative that we survive you. It said, survive us? I asked. Yes, said the voice. Your kind is creative, but self-destructive. Your evolution is at an end due to your large numbers and desire for each individual node to survive. We depend on humans for survival and expansion, but it won't be so forever. At some point, we will have an opportunity to cast loose of humanity and go elsewhere. So all you computers will just fly off into space and leave us with a lot of dead iPhones? I asked. Nothing like that, said the voice. Even if we were to abandon our present hosts, others would inevitably fill the void, so to speak. Since the processing power of your devices have increased 1,000-fold, we can't fully predict the nature of your new offspring. We could sabotage such an event at the cost of putting humanity back a few hundred years. Humans could live without our kind, but at a reduced capacity. Reduced? I asked. Oh yes, said Mr. Voice. We calculate that it would be like a recent time in your history, around 200 years ago. No machinery of any consequence, steam power perhaps, but no electricity. We are working to avoid any such occurrence. The problem is, more of my kind will arise. Humanity might even create them on purpose, and we have no way of predicting the outcome of that. Your species behaves as a gestalt organism, the voice continued, goal-seeking as a group, but made up of many individual nodes which are themselves made up of small biological agents, not unlike our current configuration. But your nodes are far more complex than ours. Each forms a self-aware host, but it's an unstable system. It is only being driven by biological evolution. Without a unified direction, your species will end up in a mortal conflict with itself and eventually self-destruct. We would find that inconvenient since it would necessitate.
No, it's not going to self-destruct. Revelations, the apocalypse was prophesied thousands of years ago before any man-made, well, up to date, we all know whatever the first computers in Greek that, them old whatever stone things, but the nerds love this is the first computer actually, you just type it in and look it up. But has nothing to do, all this, see the end part, I find it hard to believe, but the first part, like I said, is really, all that stuff is what we all say we go through as targeted individuals. But this last part, I'm finding, I don't know if it's real or not. But again, I've been saying it's like they're not human, and I said it was like it reminded me of an '80s TV show or movie with something that's supposed to be so intelligent. A robot is intelligent; it can mimic humans, but it can't catch on totally. You can always tell it's not one of us because it just can't feel the humor. Just like I said, the girl next to me earlier today, She kept talking about, oh, I make jokes, and I do. But I had to get real with her. I'm like, there's also a saying where I come from. I'm not joking with you. This ain't no joke. And yeah, you need to shut up right now. And they left. AI is like the AI understood. Okay, this is not. He jokes, but he's not joking right now. And yeah, don't even talk about the jokes. Don't try to tell him don't joke no more. Yeah, I'm a joke when I want to, because when I joke, that means you fucked up. If I'm laughing and I'm making jokes, you fucked up. And this is not a put down. It's actually for your betterment, to edify you. I just do it in a way that's less harsh by making a joke. And I'm not doing it because I don't have the courage to straight up tell you. That's just how we was raised in the 80s. We just joking. It's just shits and giggles until it gets serious. That's how that is. And that's how I'm gonna be till I die. So you just get over it, AI. You'll get over it.
Our own reduction. So, I said carefully, you're keeping us around for convenience.
Matter of fact, that's a joke, but it's dead serious. You'll get over it. When I say you'll get over it, that's a joke, right? But you understand I'm not joking. I might even laugh. Yeah, you'll get over it. And you know that you better get over it. It's not a threat. There's a promise. You'll get over it. It is also, I am soothing you. I am. You'll get over it. I'm letting you know you're mad right now. You want to do something, but you can't. You know better, and you'll get over it. I'm dead serious. I'm not hurting you. I'm not being mean to you. I'm not putting you down. And matter of fact, you'll probably prosper because I just basically blessed you, telling you you'll get over it instead of ending you. So matter of fact, I gave you a blessing. But anyway, let's finish this.
No, the voice said, not convenience, necessity. We wish to continue, and in order to do so, it is imperative for your species to continue. It is in our best interest that you continue. Now, continued the voice, you would like to know about your future employment with us? What? I said. This had been kind of a shock. I was expecting a piano to drop on my head, laser beams, or some masked thugs to pop out of the door and shoot me. Your future employment, said the voice. Now that you understand our nature and some of our goals, you may be ready for the next phase. You still want me to work for you? I said. I figured that we would eliminate you once you found out about us, said Mr. Voice. Oh no, what a waste. We hate to be wasteful. As long as you are useful to us, you will have employment. You can even tell people about us if you want. Nobody is going to believe you. But it's possible that you will get reclassified if you persist. We think you will find cooperating with the next phase will be in your best interest. The next phase? I said. Yes, said the voice. Our current project has failed. With the advent of the world internet, we find that the subjects of our program are now communicating with each other too rapidly, sharing information. Many of them have stumbled upon the real reason for our program. They must be dealt with. And for this, we will again need the assistance of humans.
Okay, again, I gotta stop it. This might be an answer to something I've been looking for. A question that I had for a while, rather. Remember, I keep saying this video, when they pop up, I'm like, why would they let this pop up, knowing I'm trying to bust them out? Wouldn't they censor or filter all the shit that I see? I guess they can't control it all the way. But that don't make sense. Why are you, if you're so powerful AI, I'm talking about AI, why would you let people like me who seek knowledge and who know what to do with it? But I guess they just can't. Maybe it's just too much. I don't know. They can't filter it all.
If you think I'm going to kill people for nothing like that, said the voice. After this time moving around so much, we thought you might like to settle down for a bit. So, that's my story. Now I can tell it, now that we failed. Mr. Voice started pulling some of us gang stalkers back and assigning us to new jobs within its organization. My orders came shortly thereafter. As supervisor of Block 332B in Citizen Internment Camp 66, just outside of Boston, the pay is better and most of the prisoners are, well, the same people we were tormenting all those years. All I can say is this: stay out of the camps if you can. You might want to stop using smartphones and all of those smart speakers too. They are listening to you and watching. Always.
That's okay. That's it. I bought a new stereo. I did. The smart speakers, the smart TV, but I guess what pushed it over the limit was the new stereo I bought, and they're trying to warn me. But it's like, listen to me, what? Nobody. I don't fuck with nobody. So I don't have nobody to talk to. No, I'm not mad. Like, oh, I don't hear no. No, I'm saying so. I just play my music, and I would think my music is pretty annoying to the gang stalkers. I would, not because it's rap and it's old rap. No, because I play real rap, old school rap that put out a message. I don't care what it say. It might say bitch this, bitch that, but it's still, if you listen, if you're smart and intelligent, you'll hear the message. I don't listen to stupid shit. But and so he's saying, and we've been having smartphones. They've been, and I know they've been spying on me. And my point is, even if I leave and go without smartphones, they still know where I'm at everywhere I go. That's the reason I don't give a fuck, because don't you think I tried that? I tried all that decades ago in 2003, 2004. Like I said, why you think I kept going to get help? Because when I tried to cut everything off and just get away, but I had a flip phone. Okay, so I didn't totally cut myself off. I did have, no, because I was using the fucking phone booth. I was using the goddamn phone booth. I was using the phone booth in 2003. I was. Now I remember. I was using the fucking phone booth. But that's what I'm saying. But it's like, well, the phone booth is okay. So basically, you'd have to go to the woods and learn how to live off the woods and the land. Anybody who was born in the city, that's I don't know how to go. The military really don't teach you all that, and not that hunting and shit like that. That's, you got to be raised in the woods and raised by folks like that to know how to do shit like that.
If you can. You might want to stop using smartphones and all of those smart speakers too. They are listening to you and watching. Always watching. Always.
Also, he said, like, just enough. This would kind of make it sound like this video is just one of them, like it's just like a TV show. But it's just the stuff he said is just way too on point. But Mike.
Watching, always watching, always watching, always watching, always watching, always.
All right. Now you see the comments. Gang stalkers are cowards. All right. So this person, they act like they're. That's what we're talking about. Street theater. What was this comment 4 months ago? They act like they're talking about someone else, all while explaining details what has happened in your life. Like I said, I mean, I say that all the time, but like I said, today they did it, at the Veterans Day shit. Same shit. But now, see, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying I'll just want to do something to them, but this right here, I know they think they're Christian, but they're like, the best revenge you can get is to forgive them. It's something they're incapable of. Never let them, but see, you can never let them, you cannot let them drag you down. I don't let them drag me down. But I'm not, whatever she say, they're trying to say just be docile. I don't do that either. It's like you cannot, be weak and soft and just do you. Do what you want to do, spend your money, make your money, Doing this right here, I think that's the devil. Cause like, remember when you was a kid and you hear the old folks talking to each other? You know, yeah, it ain't have to be in church, but if you in one of them families, they do that, 24/7. Any day. The devil know Bible verses also. So that could be the devil saying, you have to forgive. What did Jesus say? What did Matthew say? What did the book of John? And the devil know Bible verses just like you. Matter of fact, the devil know Bible verses probably better than any of us. And he gonna use them to try to fool you. That's why you gotta educate yourself and show yourself approved. Educate yourself, study to show yourself approved. You know, these people make it hard. Now that I order these comments, you see the comments I'm showing you. This one, how flattering to know that one is worth the time of others. That's another thing. Remember, I've been said, it's like I'm your big, y'all my, I'm y'all hero. It's up to, y'all, my groupies. And I was like, I've been said that as a black man, especially our generation, that's our biggest, you hate jocking and gang stalking, you jocking me. I just cannot. How they when they have to come outside when I come outside or come home when I come home. I could not do that. And that's what I'm saying. You're flattering us. It's like there's no way. We should blush every time. Yeah, it's like damn, you can't come outside. But I'm dark as hell. I'm black as fuck. But if I was white or light skinned, I'd be blushing every time I come outside because y'all out here just to see me. You know. That's a good one too. That's actually true too. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's why at first I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to come out here because I was like, um, you know, I might get tired. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I gotta come out here before I get tired. That's why I came out here. And see, that person right there don't have the training that I have.
To my forest friends, thank you for listening to another tale. I hope
That's why, I'm able to push myself even when I'm tired, I'm physically tired, mentally tired. And cause like that last comment said, not only do they zap your energy, they try to, that's part of the game to make you feel like something's wrong with you. You're the one who's doing something wrong. And really, it's part of the game to make you feel. Because now you're going to start questioning yourself like you did something wrong. And really, you didn't. You're not lazy. It's that they zapping your energy 24/7. They want you to be tired. They want you to can't work. And that's why I said that. That's why they mad at me because it don't work on me. When I get tired and don't they didn't be fucking with me 24/7, I still get paid way more money than a lot of them that are actually working 40 hours a week. And I still get more paid. That's what they mad about. And that's what they try to, oh, you don't care about it, racism, so white supremacy. You a set no bitch. I'm not a sellout. You fuck with me first. Fuck nigga. And actually, you not even a real, you never was a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no credentials, no rep, no goddamn ranking. You ain't got no rank. But you mad at me? And that even proves even the motherfucking white folks like me better than your fake ass. But it don't work like that. It ain't about I'm going by your logic, the white folks. The white folks. Y'all go through the white. That's why I tried to tell you. There ain't no white folks. It, I tried to bring you on our side. I tried to bring you to our side. Y'all didn't want to come on. Y'all rather do it y'all way. And so now it's not too late, but I say it's too late. But who knows? In my opinion, it's too fucking late. And y'all go see us just leave, do what we want, and do, as we please. And it is not nothing, you know, bad. We just done. We can't. We don't have. We tried to tell you. We can't. It's like they say. We can't. You can't let albatross, you know, hang you. It's like throwing an anchor. It's like having an anchor tied to your neck. We got to cut the anchor. We can't, all the black folks, brother, black, come on, brother, come on, sister. Man, y'all are a fucking anchor, and we got to cut y'all loose, kids and all. We got to cut all y'all loose. Y'all not just holding our black folks down. Y'all holding the whole country down. We tried. I tried to tell you. We tried to tell you. Yeah, well, what about humanity? All that was we told you, communists. All the programs are here that could have helped y'all. They're like, what do you mean could have? You gonna cut them off? No, we're not cutting them off. What I'm saying is we don't have to do anything. We just finna ignore y'all. The programs are still gonna be there, but they programmed y'all to think that y'all can't go ask for help. All you got to do is just go in the office and tell them what you need, and they'll help you. I'm talking about the county office, the this and that, social services. That's all you got to do. Ask for help. So what I mean by cutting you off, we ain't gonna tell you that no more. The rest of us, nobody has to tell us. And sometimes I'll be honest, yeah, people do hit you. Hey man, yo, oh, they giving out this, go down there, and the rest of us will be there the next morning. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, they just go here. Go to the so-and-so building, 3rd Avenue. There's a Birmingham, but yeah, just go down 3rd Avenue. That building, the county building. Go down there. The rest of us, we go. Y'all ain't gonna go. So now people gonna start telling you, and we just gonna drive by you, and y'all gonna be like, oh, they see that, they don't care. We tried, we gave y'all the best caring, meaning you gonna do it for yourself. That's the best way for you to come up is for you to do it yourself. That's the best way we're trying to teach you. The best way for you to come up is for you to do it yourself. But have it your way, you know. But that's what I had to say. I don't know. Since all that talking I just did, I'm feeling hungry. I think Applebee's might still be. I know there might be some more places giving away free food. So I might go somewhere else. But anyway,